What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Gibbon here today with a Titanfall 2 pre-alpha tech test thing for you. We're playing a little bit of, they call it hardpoint, but it's effectively domination, and we are playing it on Boomtown, I believe is the map that we are playing on. Now, I've had a little bit of time to sit back, enjoy and play this game, and I wanted to give kind of my initial response to it so far. It's a bit difficult to be kind of hypercritical of it because this is the pre-alpha build of the actual game, so it makes it a little bit more, like I say, difficult to be sort of hypercritical of it. The first thing that I want to start with is just the game looks absolutely stunning. It looks phenomenally good. It runs really well in terms of the frame rate. The connection has been fantastic. In terms of the way that it actually plays and the way that you get to where you need to go. This game, once you find people and get into sort of combat, it is ridiculously fast-paced, like stupidly fast-paced. But there is a lot of rooftop warfare going on, to coin a phrase that Thunder used. It is very much Titanfall rooftop warfare. That's the way that it kind of feels at this moment in time. The kind of main negative that I have at the moment is that the ADS on this is a little bit slow. You'd expect it to be slightly quicker, but there are perks that you can have onto that boost, so you can like aim while sprinting and all that kind of stuff, which works quite well. The little boosts that we've got so far, you've got amped weapon, which just basically gives you stopping power for your guns, your primary and your secondary. And the other one that you can have is these little tick things that go out as like little explosive spiders that will that you can throw out and they go and get you kills and stuff. But I'm agreeing with Thunder on this one. I don't particularly think that they are anything massively brilliant. I did originally think that the grappling feature was like really slow. However, with that being said, it wasn't until I worked out that you can boost while grappling, which increases the speed of it. And it's funny because it acts like a slingshot when you fire it off and you get it going. The maps are phenomenally good. I think the one big bugbear that I have at this moment in time is that the Titans aren't as powerful as what you expect them to be. You have to wait a little while to get into a Titan. I mean, you don't expect it to be an absolutely dominating machine by any stretch of the imagination. However, with that being said, you expect it to have a little bit more stopping power than what it's actually got at this moment in time. And again, I know it's the pre-alpha build, so it's difficult to be hypercritical of the game. The time to kill on this is stupidly fast. If you are medium to close quarters and you draw down on somebody quite well, you are literally going to destroy them. There's an example in this video here where I think I'm running in one direction, the guy's running in another direction, and he slides, turns round, and he just melts me. He absolutely melts me. I've had a little bit of a go with the sniper rifle as well. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't think it's something that you would dominate on a map with. On some of the other maps that I've played, there's a lot of people flying up onto rooftops straight away, as I said, rooftop warfare, but people just standing on rooftops and camping on there and just spawning and killing from, well, not spawning, just killing people from rooftops, which can make it mildly frustrating when you're playing the game, and it makes you think that you don't really want to play the game anymore. But obviously you know that you can't be like that. It's a pre-alpha build, nobody knows the maps, so it makes it sort of slightly difficult. I do have to say, I don't know what some of the people I've come up with, like level 23, 24, 25, I don't know what they've been doing. Literally, they must have downloaded it first thing in the morning and just played it non-stop. The three game types that we've got to play on this at present, you've got a pilot versus pilot, which is just effectively team deathmatch, and there are no Titans with it. It's quite a good way of warming up, but with the maps that they've given us, they are quite big, so it's difficult sometimes to find people. The second one that they've given you is that they call it hardpoint, but it's domination, and basically what you do is you have to capture the points, and if you hold the point for over a minute, it amps the points. At every kill that you get around or near that point, I believe, it increases the score that you actually get. And then there's my favourite game type, which is the bounty, it's just a brilliantly fun game mode to play. Effectively, it's two teams. There's loads of bounties come in, you can kill the enemy team, but you also try and take out the bounties as well. And then what you get from that is that you get money, and then from that money you then have to go and deposit it at relevant banks. And it's great fun because it's absolute carnage, because if you can get into a Titan before the next kind of bounty comes down, you can just run round over all the grunts and everything. There's grunts and spectres that come in for you to take out whilst playing, but again, you're playing against the enemy team. It's about collecting the points and then going and cha-chinging in the bank and putting all the points away as quickly as you can. Overall, I think the game so far, I'm having a lot of fun playing the actual game itself. It took me a couple of goes just to kind of get used to it. You kind of got to get used to the movement because it is so fast-paced and you're bouncing around all over the place. Like I said, there's a lot of Advanced Warfare movements in this, but it's not as cheesy as Advanced Warfare. The grappling hook feature is brilliant. It's such good fun, and it's a really interesting way of being able to get onto a Titan and rodeo said Titan and destroy them. But overall, it's really, really good fun. I'm repeating myself here, but it is so fast-paced, this game, when you're playing it. And like I said, if you draw down on somebody quick enough and you get into an area where there's a lot of action, there will be a lot of takedown, or it's ridiculously quick to take it down. I think in terms of visually, it's very, very stunning. It looks very similar to Titanfall 1, but just the frame rate and the movement is a lot better. Obviously, I'm playing on the PS4 version, so I've got the additional 1080p rather than it being on the Xbox One, where the frame rate is slightly lower. However, with that being said, like, it's a brilliant game. I'm interested to see the main story mode of this and how that's actually going to work out, so the actual campaign mode, and how that's going to feel to play. So, looking forward to that one and seeing how that goes. I didn't actually make it to the ship on the end of this one, even though we won, so I didn't stop them from getting on the ship because I get taken out, which was some just ridiculousness going on there. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. It's just my real quick first overall impressions of the game. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to click the like button. If you are new to my channel, please also don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.